talk a little bit about like how you feel when you sit all week now versus like in college, what it was like. Okay, with one of my good friends here, Artem. He just finished school. He is in the working world now. So we're gonna talk about what does he do, what's his favorite drill to help him get back on track when he's not able to put in as much time as he used to. He was a college golfer, so really excited to share this with you, what his favorite drill is to help get things back on track now that he's in the working world. So you talk us through what you would do. Okay, you worked all week. Where do you feel tight? And then sort of what's your process from there?
Yeah, I mean, when you work at a desk for a long time, your back stiffens up. So a lot of rotation you would normally have when you're in peak performance just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
And your lower body forgets a lot of the movements that occur in golf, again, because rotation is not really a thing. So I do a lot of band stuff that allows me to remember how to retract, protract shoulders, and also how to load into the right hip and then extend into through the shot.
Yeah, why don't you do your, like what you would do. Okay, you got 5 minutes to get ready to go play.
Right.
So we'll start with what you would do, and then you talk through what you're feeling. So I'll hold your club.
Yeah, I mean, besides the the regular stretching, like non-active stretching with the band, one of the things I would do for specifically to remember how to load into the right hip, because when I work for a while, all I want to do is just kind of either go this way, or just kind of stick around here without going deep into here, creating more space. So what I would do is put this here, and this is like what we did in college for so long. Yeah. It's just go up to here, kind of grab it here, create some tension, and just try to load into this hip, create a lot of width here, and just remember how much space you have. Just do a couple of these.
And then obviously if you're sitting for a lot, like where, is there any spots you would typically feel that more than others?
Yeah, absolutely. My right buttock, very heavily,
fired up. Okay.
Very fired up. And then just to compensate also for the other rotation, I would make sure that, it's important to stand up. Yeah. So I'll do the same thing here.
The extension part, super key. Okay, so there's this, if he's gonna go to the range, Artem's been lucky to be around a lot of really good physios and chiros when it comes to movement. So I think that's great advice when it comes to finding that feeling in the back foot. Okay, now we're at the range. We're gonna share with you what he would do, his first drill when he's at the range to sort of get things back on track. Okay.
So I'd use a Pro Center just to make sure I have kind of this triangle ready. Yeah. And the key points between my elbow and the tightness kind of here. And then to make sure I have a lot of amplitude throughout the swing, I do a step-step drill where you go kind of, if this is your normal, if this is your normal stance, I would narrow it a little bit and then go one ball out, one ball back, load into the right hip, stop. Yeah. And then I would want to make sure that I get all the way through and stand up hard. Okay. Through the shot. Kind of like
great
this.
Keys.
So a little bit narrower.
Part of it is like we're getting, obviously you're getting your sequencing, getting your feels back, all that kind of stuff, right? Let's do it again, same thing.
Yeah, it really just comes down to the rhythm when you also get that.
Yeah. There we go. Awesome. So that, and would you do that in, like, what type of tempo were you doing that in, or like how much effort?
Depends. Sometimes I would probably start with like 80% effort. The key here is just to pause. Yeah. And then from there, I kind of go pretty hard. To make sure that this gets through. Yes. Kind of on top of it. So yeah, like 90% effort.
So it's like you go 1, 2, load up, and then 90%. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's awesome. So like use that. Obviously everyone's a little different. Artem knows his keys. Worth definitely giving it a go though when you're out there. I think the band's gonna cue some different feels for you. That drill when you're warming up, it definitely is gonna help you get the sense of what it's like to go from the left side to the right side and then back to the left side for a right-handed player, right? So we're working on sequencing, working on a bit of footwork. We get a little bit of arm structure with the Pro Center, so we're checking a lot of boxes without having to think a ton, which I think is so important, right, with golf. So thanks so much for sharing that with you, man. And we'll get you ready for the amateur season this summer.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, 100%.